there is a syncing and grounding technique that I've created for myself that I really, really love. And I just want to share it with you guys. And you try it and let me know how it works for you. So this is what I do in order to align myself with not only my physical, mental, emotional bodies, but I also like to sync myself and align myself with Gaia because we're on her planet. And so I ground myself in Gaia, and I also sync up to my higher self. So it's almost as if I have like a cord, kind of like a charger cord, and that extends in my mind's eye from me up to my higher self. And then there's another cord that extends from me down to Gaia. And I mentally attach, the cords with both or one at a time. It depends on, I don't know. I just kind of get guided. Sometimes I need to ground and I just need to, be more connected with Gaia. And other times I need to download information from spirit. So I need to sync with my higher self. So it just kind of depends, or you can do both. But anyway, so this is what I do. In my mind's eye, I set the intention, or I see, feel, and imagine that through these energetic cords, I am connecting with Gaia. And I make the connection, and I allow myself to feel the connection, to sense the connection. And for me, it's very grounded. It's kind of it's almost like a spaceship or something connecting. I feel like almost like a little energetic jolt when the connection is made, or kind of like if you've ever seen a truck driver connect the vehicle part to the trailer. There's like this when the connection hits, there's this little jolt that happens and it kind of shakes you. So for me, that's kind of what I experienced. There's this slight jolt that happens, and I know that I've made the connection with Gaia. And then I allow my energy that needs to be grounded to flow down to her. And if I sense that there's something that she needs to send up to me, then I allow that energy to come up through that connection back into my body. And then I do the same thing with the higher self. So then I set the intention, I see, feel, and imagine that in my mind's eye, I am making the connection with the higher self. And then I feel that connection. It's a different experience for me with the higher self versus with Gaia. That connection is more of kind of like, it's like, it feels like a little bit of like a light energy, or like a light coming on, something like that, versus the jolt that I get with connecting to Gaia. So for you're gonna, everybody's gonna experience it differently. I'm just sharing this with you so that you can kind of understand ways in which you can sense these connections. But however it is for you, allow that to be. Don't make yourself wrong for it. It is right for you. And so I make that connection with the higher self, and then I kind of, it usually immediately starts to download, like for me. Then there are times when something gets uploaded. Sometimes, but for me, usually when I'm connecting with the higher self, it feels like I'm being downloaded with something, and then sometimes I upload stuff to it. And then at some point, I allow that connection to be made. I allow the energy to flow. And then at some point, the two sort of merge, where I am sensing that I have energy flowing from the connection I've made with Gaia all the way up to the higher self, and energy flowing from the higher self all the way down to Gaia, and it is a continuous flow. And I kind of sit with that for a second or two, or longer if if I want to meditate in that energy, or just meditate in self, really. So I allow the energy to flow, and then when I'm ready, and I just kind of know when I'm ready, I release it. I release the image, and I know that I'm grounded. I know that I'm connected to the higher self. And for me, as I navigate my way through my day, I don't know, it's just a lot easier. Things that would have in the past triggered me or caused me stress or anxiety, it just kind of doesn't. I'm even aware of it. It's like, I'll be aware of the fact that this is something that, when I have not grounded myself and gotten myself into alignment, it would bother me. But it's kind of like, it's almost like, just shrugging it off my shoulder. Energetically, it just doesn't faze me. And this is really, 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 really a great technique for empaths. I'm very empathic. And so this is very great for you when you're trying to detach your energy from a bunch of people or a lot of different things that are going on. If you got a lot of stimulus going on, external stimulus, then this process would be great for you to just connect. And you can allow it to be as short or as long as you need it to be. When I first started doing this, it would take me longer to go through the whole process. Now I can do it in my mind, like in a matter of seconds, the whole process. And I can do this process. It doesn't matter where I am. I can be in a car driving, which honestly, I don't usually do it when I'm driving. Maybe if I'm sitting at a red light. Or like if I'm out in public, or, if something is going on and I just need to get back to myself or recenter myself, I just kind of really quickly, in about 2 to 3 seconds, I do it and I'm back and I can move on. Or if I want to, like, in my morning meditation practice, just reconnect, then, So you use it however you want. I know I've said a lot, so I'm just going to go through the process really quickly so that you can get the imagery for yourself. So in your mind's eye, see, feel, and imagine that there is a cord that flows out from your feet down into the core of Gaia and connect. Ground any energy, just release, just let it all flow. Whatever the residual energy, allow it to flow down into Gaia. Then allow Gaia to gift to you whatever it is that you require or that she just wants to. Now bring your attention up to the cord that is flowing from the crown of your head up to your higher self, and allow that connection to be made. And whatever energy needs to flow, allow it to flow down from the higher self or up to the higher self. Focus your energy on your breath as you notice the flow of energy in both directions, from Gaia to the higher self, from the higher self down to Gaia. express gratitude, thank you, and we are complete. Have a good one.